So are we going to be able to touch that? That's what I want to know. Do we need gloves? We got like foam fingers?
We're going to have to take it off and put it on. Like, it's going to have to be done. Like, it's basically, it's done that. All right, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad. Queen Jolene's on the camera. We got Nate in the house, and we are on air. We've got the steering mocked up, got the seat in place so Jolene can sit in it. But like Nate said, we cannot complete that steering stuff, or the steering wheel, and the steering column, and the shaft, and the double D shaft. We cannot complete all that stuff until we have everything in place. And that means that we have to put the dash in to make the holder that holds the steering column. The steering column is right now is zip tied up in place. We have it taped so it can't go through the ball that we have put on the firewall. We can't let it go through there, but we've got everything in length and in place. But we have to have the dash on and mounted, or we have to have that steering column mounted with the dash in to know exactly what we have to do down there. So that's what we're going to do. Jolene has bought a new rubber for the window, the new window that she has. We're going to put the new rubber in, and then you're going to watch us ooh ah with the dash.
Because you say the wood comes up, you want to see how it comes close to the rubber there.
Yeah, it comes to the rubber is what I'm thinking it did. This is all brand new, and we're doing what we think we have to do to get it done. So I'm going to cut this rubber open, and what I mean by it's all brand new is that nothing's been opened, nothing's been put on, and nothing's been nothing. Basically, we're doing it right now in front of your very eyes. I didn't get the sticker taken off this bad boy. Hard to believe, but Jolene got this window sent through the mail.
Through the mail?
Got delivered to the door, did it not, sweetheart? Delivered. Can you believe that? Huh? Well, you're gonna have to, because I told you. It came in one piece.
Oh.
I don't think it's broke. And the reason I have to put the rubber in is because I want to know how far the dash comes up. So in actual fact, this dash can be pulled back just a little bit so we can get that rubber in. That's good. Nate, I think, might even help us hold the rubber on. I'm not sure how this goes. It says top or bottom or front, or the front would be this piece because there's a piece of chrome that goes inside of that rubber front piece, I'm thinking.
All right. So there's...
Maybe we got it inside.
There, that little lip there must go down over the car, right there. That
switch right ends, there. I think. You think? No? Yes? No? Is that wrong?
Right.
Don't know how this goes in there yet. Now see, look at this. That open up on the back side and that let the chrome in. This piece must be the chrome. This little groove
right
here.
Here's the chrome.
This is the chrome, the big one, you think? Which one's the chrome hole?
You're figuring this out as good as I am.
All right. We had a window here and we took it off.
So there's the... Aha.
You got it? Aha?
Maybe.
Jolene drinks that pop. It's called Aha.
Really?
Or water. Sorry, excuse me. Here, look, Nathan. Come take a look at this. And Jolene, come take a look too.
Okay, there's
that little.
That's the little notch. So we had it inside out, I think.
That little flap there. You can see how it's going on there. That little flap must be there. That's for the window. So
that bigger lip goes on the inside. Huh. Okay.
Probably have to pick that up again 100 times, but.
Oh well.
This lip is there. This lip holds.
So there's.
That little lip there holds the chrome, I would say.
That there. Right there goes over the car, must be. That piece, you think? No, the chrome's in there. I'm back.
Chrome's in the little tiny one. Yeah, I'm thinking that goes in there like that. Does it not?
Yeah, and then the glass goes up underneath here. Up underneath there?
I don't know. To be honest with you.
We're back asswards this morning.
That one there like that? That little flange there, hold that.
Right there.
Is that going like that, you think?
No,
that don't go on like that. Look at this, we got this big gap going on up here.
So the glass must set down in. Did they send an educational video with this?
That right there? Does that look right?
Like that right there. So we can put some tape on
That
it.
would be the
hold it
chrome
up.
there.
The chrome and
Window
glass
in
up
here.
in here.
Glass. That look right? Just keep putting it on and see what happens. We can tape it in place. Give us another hour, we'll get this chrome on. Or the... It's hard to say, isn't it?
There we go.
You think that's going on like that, you think?
It's got to. Yeah, they're gonna put some tape on it and hold it, I guess.
You think that goes on like that?
And the glass must go up. I'm not 100%.
Me neither. Not even close to being 100%.
I'm not a real glass guy. So then,
All right. The glass must go inside this, the
this one here,
glass goes in this.
this right here,
It's not a big enough hole for the glass. Yeah, it goes up in there, yeah. The glass would go in there, I'd say. See the little flange there? There's not much that holds that stainless on.
so that's this one here then. That's this one right here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna tape it the way we got it.
Okay.
I think it's kind of what it's aiming like. Get the shiny spot. Oh, you're bad for me.
You gotta get a little more tape, wouldn't you?
Just a little blind leading the blind here this morning. That's all right. We're learning. There we go. It turns like that.
I'm just kind of wondering.
Right there we go. There we go.
Yours fitting there?
Well, we can do that.
Just doesn't seem like it wants to be a nice transition in the corner, does it?
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna roll it into the corner. I think the chrome is
Ouch.
so that there fits tighter there than you thought, I think, down in here. There, I think that's gonna fit you better than, I'll take a longer piece of tape there again, please, and thank you.
Hard on my finger, even though I get a little boo-boo on there, but it still smarts.
There we go.
Look at this.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, he says. You got that down in there, right?
There we go. Buddy.
See, that's the deal right there. Like, is that in there where it's supposed to
Get
be?
one
Like,
down that corner.
I don't know if I'm gonna be.
Oh, I see. You're going to stretch over just a little bit more. Go, go, gadget arm. Whoops.
That probably could have been stretched. We're gonna have to just slide this dash. I'm just gonna.
Here, I can take it back.
No.
Oh,
Not on.
no. Right off there. There we go.
And the corner's out there a little bit. Your corner's in there.
I get my corner in there fairly snug.
I'll put a piece of tape on there.
So the dash, even the new dash, when we get it up in here, we haven't got the holes drilled or nothing yet. It's just going to be so we can get the mount to line up to the center of the holes. Side here ain't too bad, Chad.
I see that. My side's terrible. That old tape. You know, you don't think it's very strong.
Not with the dirt. When it hits that little bit of dirt or dust, it don't stick.
I probably should have more. Probably should. Oh.
Want more rubber? That's what you're saying?
Ouch. My finger?
Black tape on your finger?
I need a little black tape on my fingy.
What kind of boo-boo you got there?
I need a little burn, boo-boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
Yeah. I wasn't on camera, hit myself with the grinder. Huh? Give me a little snipper there.
Oh, a little rub. Yeah.
Little rub. That's all. It's 8535, little rub.
I was thinking the other day with that time we jammed your finger in that motor thing when you had it there.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
There was a little bit of ooh, ah, that
Ooh, a little ooh, ah. Nathan figured out I could sing that day. Ooh, ah, ooh,
It was pretty good, actually. Tap dance, too, a little.
Did a tap dance, too. All right, let's push this dash up in there to see if it does anything, a difference at all. Does it give me, it gives it a different, doesn't it? Like it allows, it's different, is it not?
Yep. I think, like you said, it's going to touch in that middle, but it might not touch the sides.
I do not know if that window, if our rubber's on there, right? I don't think that window goes in there, but. Do you?
I can't honestly tell you. I'm not into the...
Not into the window rubbers?
I'm not into the window rubbers a lot. Old Ford ones, I can tell you, but...
Okay, we're going to leave it like that because there is going to be some rubber on there somewhat that's... You know what I mean? Like,
But it has to come out the edge of that body there like that, up on the body, right? And the chrome goes on the outside.
all right, that's good enough for
Anyhow,
that. That's good enough for that.
let's
I'm going to
move
pull
on.
the steering wheel off. Pick this up so I don't ruin it. We've got new stainless for around the window. Jolene ordered some new stainless, but doesn't mean that we're going to wreck the old stuff. I'm going to take this off. That doesn't have anything on it to take off.
Okay, now
I'm going to go on the other side, help pull that dash off. Good call on taping up them
Some sharp edges.
yes, that's a good call. So this is the issue. This is the issue right now. I have made. You can see the issue right now is this is. I drilled a hole. I put a piece of flat plate there, and drilled a hole. Piece of flat plate on the other side and drilled a hole. I was thinking that I was going to screw up in here into the dash to hold it in place because the steering column is going to be held in place. We've got it all bolted there. The dash is in there, but the dash just needs to be held on its own. It does not need to support the steering column, even though the steering column is going through it. The steering column is supported by this cross member here going, that's not going anywhere. So there's not going to be any real pressure on the dash. It's just that it's got to be in the right place to make the mount for the column itself where we got it zip tied. And you can see we have 1 3/4 inch steering column. Where the steering column is sitting right now is Nathan wants to put his finger up there and show the difference where it's missing. Yeah, in there. He knew that we're missing in there is what we got going on. So basically what I'm thinking is we need to put a rubber up in there and we need to make a bracket to hold the steering column in there. So there's, Nathan knows exactly what's going on. But that's what we have to do. We have to make that bracket, but we have to have it sitting in the dash in the proper place to make the bracket.
Make sure it's up and down for the spacing on that.
Right. So we're going to take this dash off for the very first time. I'm not sure what kind of screwdriver it takes.
Do we need gloves or are we good to touch it?
What do you think, Jolene? Gloves? Jolene wants gloves. All right, so we're getting gloves. I wore quite a few up there yesterday. I might have
moved them somewhere else?
I did because on the body fill table.
All right, what do we need for a driver? You said we need something to get that off there. Square.
Can you see that?
Square. What's a square, Robinson?
Which one? Red or?
Red.
Red.
You're doing an excellent job.
Well, thank you, Nathan. Every once in a while, you need to be told you're doing a good job. Every once in a while. If someone else didn't tell you, tell yourself.
Oh, what size are they? Oh, they're Jolene size.
They're supposed to be large, I think they are, but... There we go. The hand's beat up with a meat cleaver. of that now, would you? We got red.
You want to hold it? I'll screw it.
Sorry, you said. It's almost like getting denutted.
Okay, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna.
I'll take the bottom one out here first.
Yeah. So this will be the very first time that I've taken the dash off. And it's funny that Geoff was here yesterday, or the day before, with his friends.
And that's the guy that built it?
Yeah, made the dash.
Right
He was
on.
here yesterday. And him and his friends came with, he came with his Jaguar. And a couple of his friends came with Porsches. And one guy didn't get to bring his Ferrari because he's got a couple issues with it, like Jimbo. But I don't think they're as big as Jimbo's issues, or I'm not sure.
Okay, she's almost yours, I'd say.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
I
stand
got
back.
the stand.
Okay. All right, first time been removed.
Oh, that's his name right on the back, is it?
Yeah.
GP Woodworks, W. That's cool, nice little stamp he's got.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna slide on through.
Ugh.
I don't like that when you do that. Ooh, he says.
Oh,
The
this
only
stuff.
thing to watch it is the shifter.
Okay.
Here. Is that shifter? Oh, there, we get some more room one way.
You can maybe take it right out. I'm not sure. Can it come out, or is it bolted?
I don't know what you. Oh, yeah, there we go. Put that over here.
Oh yeah, he says. See, I don't even know if the gauges will work yet.
Oh, they might not even go down through. I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
I'm picking. Where'd the cobwebs come from?
All over there at the
Extra.
shop.
Okay,
At the other shop. There's more
Okay.
spiders
So we're-
over there than
we're going. Well, I watched some come in over there, walk right in while I was working.
spiders. They never knocked or anything.
They didn't. They were coming right in.
You got the worst spot, right?
It's okay. If you wiggle yours, wiggle a little bit.
Hey.
Okay. Oh, I see the glove was going right in there too.
All right.
Okay, now how are you making it over there?
I'm in there now.
You're. Wait a second. I'm going down. I'm glad we put that tape in there. That was a great idea.
Good idea, Nate. That was Nate's idea. Tape that up, he said.
One time.
All right.
Now
Now, that is
does
sitting.
come down. Now that's not setting all the way down on your brackets. It's back.
No,
there on-
I knew that when.
Yeah. So we're setting on. Oh, that wood. We didn't have nothing on there. You're touching that.
Yeah, I can't. I see that. I don't think that hurt it any, but we should have something on there probably.
It's
Pick that. Just get it over. How much money you spent on her, maybe? Put that underneath there.
That's a Napa Wayfarer, guys. Yeah.
How are you fitting in the corner? Like,
Well,
can
I'm
you
just
wait for that?
barely touching the rubber now, just touching. But up underneath where it sets down, the column is really the only thing. It's not setting on that cross member. The wood.
The wood's
It's
holding
close.
it. So what has to happen is, can Jolene get back in it? I just want to see how much it drops.
Oh yeah, we got to get her back in it and see where it sets now.
Drop.
I'll hold this with the gloves on and.
Do you want to come back over here, Jolene? Okay, you're gonna sit up there. I just want to get you back in it and see what's going on there. It's not real good right here. Like, in all honesty, well, I probably could dig some of that dash out or cut some metal.
Column there.
You're not even going on straight, sweetheart.
Up just a little bit.
Take your wheel and try to get it straight. There you go. No, baby. See this? Come look at me.
Roll
Yeah.
back towards you then.
Yeah, you can't see. Yeah, you have to go in there. Straight like. There you go.
There we go.
Beautiful.
So right now
Did that
we're gonna have to.
steering come up?
No, see the steering. What it's doing is the wood is still where it's mounted is coming down a little bit. So you can look up through here, Chad. Look up through the bottom of the dash
I just want
to the mount, right?
to take a look at this
So
too.
where it is now is almost
will,
where.
will this come down a little bit here? Will this come down?
If we change the thickness of that block there, it will.
I think that's maybe what's got to happen there.
So maybe find something else a little thinner and slide in there.
What is that?
That's 2 inch.
Is that 2 inch?
Or inch and 3/4.
Is that smaller?
That is.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, just a second. I'm going to grab a couple more of those. I'd like to have a piece of wood across there. Would be nice, but or
That drops it down. It's going to change the angle out here some.
that be a little bit smaller? Would it not?
Just lift it up and check it.
Yep. Well, 1/4 inch smaller, 1/2 inch smaller. Can we hold
Yeah,
the
I can
dash
lift
and
it up. She can pull the.
just slide that in?
Slide that in.
Yep. Yeah, let's let the dash down.
Now the dash might slide in a little bit more. Oh, that's about where it is. That's about where it is there. And then that dropped it down.
It's not fitting real good up in.
The bolt for the ball is hitting the bracket that holds the column up.
The bolt,
The bolt that goes through this ball right here
yeah?
is hitting on the bracket over here. That's probably why it won't come down now. Both of them bolts are hitting on that column bracket. So this bracket right under here, where we want to build the bracket to hold it, the nuts are hitting so it can't drop in further.
Ah,
So we're going to have to change this mounting bracket some to fit to the
so if the
dash.
dash came down some, would it?
When the dash comes
If
down,
the dash would it go by it? It would go by it, wouldn't it? Or would it just be in its way?
and then it's going to be in its way, and it's going to pull this column out here. As that comes down and pushes that column down, it's driving our shaft up in the air here,
Right.
which is going to make us hit down there.
Or does that make us go down there?
No, because if this here end if the column goes down in the steering wheel, it brings the front of the column up, which makes us hit harder down here
Okay.
off that. So the column's got to stay up a little bit, like. So we have to roll that dash. The
Back.
dash might have to roll up this way a little bit, so it brings the column up.
Are you still okay with the steering and all that stuff? Like, okay, that's one good thing.
So what we'll do is just take your hand on the bottom of the dash here. We got it on the rubber here. So this dash here would have to go up like that a little bit.
Okay, so let's hold that again. Just hold that there.
You have to go with a higher spacer.
We're going back to what we had, and then we're going to add to it a little bit.
Add to it a little bit, yep. And
It's coming off here.
the
just-
bolts, what we might have to do is if we slide the dash back,
Yeah.
right? And then the bolts, we can clear the bolts to go up past that bracket. We slide this back, put a spacer in there, bring it up, slide it back in.
So I need
Like 1/2 inch.
1/2 inch. I need what would we put in there?
Piece of strapping,
Maybe a piece of cardboard folded up.
cardboard. Whoop, I'm not gonna go back right in front of it. Let's get the, what do you got? What do you got? That's an inch.
I have some more wood here that might do it.
Yeah, if you have a small piece of that flat
Right here. This will do it.
stuff.
Just going to cut it and get rid of some of the nails. This stuff right here would be the stuff we use, wouldn't it? Is that
This
right
is an
there?
inch. Yeah, something like that. Yep.
I'd like to have
What's
one
this little-
gag. Hey, that's the one. That's the one. Same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just pull that dash back a little bit and lift it up.
Yeah.
You might have to change your mounts for put a spacer between that. Okay, we need to come back a little bit, Chad, but we have to hold the column and come back too. Column. Come back.
Is that too
up.
high?
Let's just put in there what you got.
Yeah.
And
Got
then
it.
I want to shove this back in to see if the bolts will go past.
Careful that window too. If we get that up there too high, it's going to hit the window. That's way too high.
Oh, I see. I'm pushing in and you're shoving that up. Okay, just a second. So we brought that dash back a little bit there. Oh. So that's a lot better. That actually brings us away from them bolts, Chad.
You gotta come take a look. Come over here and take a look. Got a big hole going on.
So we should be able to tweak that just a little bit down. See, now we're away here.
Yeah.
And it brings it up just a hair. But I think if we take, that needs to go down on your, we're a little, well, this side here almost could go up to level that out like that right there would be better. To fix your hole up a little better too, wouldn't it?
It would. I'm scared of the window though, like coming up, you know what I mean? Hitting that corner. That's what I'm scared of. That's why I always, we do. That's, I actually could take the rubber out and throw the window in. Might be the better thing to do.
So we're gonna, so that's right now, that'd be better there if we just put a rubber in there and the hold down bolt on it. Where that's laying now, the bolts are way better. It's a little, we could drop back another 1/4 of an inch. If we had a little bit thinner piece of wood to drop back another 1/4 of an inch. But we kind of want to keep it up for that. That should have made that better down there.
It didn't change it a lot. We're not changing a big distance there, I don't think. I'm just wondering, what can we do on the back of that?
See, there's more room here now than what we had last time. It's still close, but there's a little bit more room.
By geez, it wouldn't be no bigger than someone Jolene to get in it, I can tell you that. Huh? A few too many beers, I'd never fit in there. To me, I'd like to see the dash come down, because it seems like we're up so high.
And you know, the edges are, like you got space here. If that centerpiece in here, maybe you take that down a little bit right there, underneath the wood.
I was thinking about that when
yeah, because you got space over here. Like I can put my finger between the wood and the top of that dash here.
And it's that metal. I was thinking about that when the dash got done. But in all honesty, the dash,
looks like it's up on that side more than this side.
Tell me this. How do you think we get rid of those bolts on the back side so that fits that? Can we cut that bracket? Can we cut that bracket?
Oh, we can change this bracket behind the dash, and we can drill another set of holes ahead farther.
Well, that'd probably be what I would do.
We can square the front of that off, and then the problem isn't it rolls this down, it brings it up out here. When this comes down, we're bringing our shaft
It's
up.
not changing much down there, though, I don't think. Like
Yeah, we don't want to come down too much.
See, and that's the only thing. The dash, I don't like the dash turned up, because you're going to see stuff in there. I like to have the dash turned down, if possible. I like to have the dash.
So we take that apart, we can square that off, and just drill another set of holes.
We'll have to live with that down. I'll have to live with that down here, because it's not hitting now.
But there is something you could do there, but it would frig the paint up some.
What could I do, Nate? Could I dig it with something?
Take right here
And dig it off and grind
and
it?
put a little notch back like that. Make your round come so it's rounded right there, and that would give you all the room you'd need.
I hear what you're saying.
There's room there. It'd almost continue your round, the round where that sharp edge is. And then you'd have, it would gain 1/4 to half an inch.
Cut it, fill it, weld it, and paint it. That's what he's telling me. I don't know if I want.
You don't want to hear that.
I don't want. That's exactly it. I don't want to hear that. I'm thinking
so
that
right here, if we cut this off square across there, then we can drill another set of holes back here. In this
Can you see that I had that cut off at one time? And I welded it back on, didn't I?
Yeah, I do see that. Yeah.
What if we take the dash out? Well, this doesn't hurt. This piece here doesn't hurt, does it? Or does it?
What's that? Point it again.
This piece here doesn't hurt, does it?
No.
Do you want to get to see what we're looking at?
When it's up in place, I'll get it out of the way. Here, you get in there. So
we got. This is the issue. We have this nut on the back of the ball. When we shove the dash down, is hitting the bracket for the steering column. That's what's going on. We either.
And then when we lift it up, the nut will go in over, but then it tips your dash up.
Right, so we want to get the dash down. And then when we go to put the dash down, the bolts don't go underneath that knee?
No.
All right, let's
right dead on it.
let's hit right dead on it?
Yeah.
Let's pull that piece out and try it again and get it down and see what we have to cut out. I'd rather cut that. We'll take this and we'll pull this piece of wood out. Put this back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we can.
Yeah, put her. Is that hitting still?
Yep, so right there, if you look right now, you'll see the bolts are hitting directly on the, directly in here now. So that,
So in my opinion, like, I'm thinking that we take and cut what you see, what you have to cut out of there. Isn't that something?
so if you trim that back about,
Is it on the other side too?
both of them are hitting, one on either side, yeah.
Are you, yeah.
They both hit dead right on it.
Well, on the other side, I don't think it, yeah, it is hitting, isn't it? Or it looks like it's hitting, or.
Finger there, it seems to be. Want to try to see it from the other side?
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Right.
I can't get my head underneath.
Yeah, it's right there, right where that. I think if you trim this back here.
I think if you just trim the ears off. Ouch. Not my ears, but the ears of that piece.
Yeah.
If we just trim the ears, cut the ears off.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And then drill a new set of holes back here by the time we trim them ears off, yep.
Right.
And then we can build the bracket back here and put the rubber around it.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I'd rather do that. And if I have to do something, excuse me, if I have to do something down there, I will. But in all honesty, I'd rather have the dash down.
Yeah, get that where you want it there. And if we have to change it, you got to touch up the ears of the frame right there.
And when the glass comes in with that painted, you've never seen anything in there. I sort of want that to fit the best it can, up, the tight as it can. And it'll come in further. Will it come in farther? Or that's as far as it comes in?
Right now it can't come in no more because of them, but you're hitting in the middle.
Right, that's
All it's
fine.
going to do is roll down a little bit more if them ears cut off. It'll roll it down, which might let it come in a little bit more. Because it'll tip your bottom up. I
All
say
right.
we
So what I'm thinking is we take the dash back out,
slide it up off.
cut the ears off,
Yeah.
slide it back on,
Yeah.
try to get the dash in place, and then,
That's what we're going to do, yeah.
okay. All right, so if you want to take that steering wheel off, she didn't put the, yep, set it there, pull the dash off. I'm going to get a bench, set the dash on. Got one.
Do you want some rags to put across that?
I had one dash that had some foam on it, or one bench that had some foam on it. I don't know where the foam's at, but look at that, Nathan's in order. Perfect. And then we'll put that.
And then slide it up over there again.
Keep her.
I'm good here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, pull your end up a little bit. Okay.
I got the dash.
You got her?
I got her. Gutter's the last thing goes on, but I got her.
I'm gonna get a pair of side cutters for that. Zippy tie.
Yeah, it's on the edges that you're not going to see, so I'll just go with. Go with that. Good. So we need a zip cut. We're just going to draw a line here and cut the. Oh, that works. Going to lay something on top of that, obviously,
Yeah.
on that column.
Yeah, lay something.
Or do we want to just pull the column right at, or no, the column's at where we want it, isn't it? Just
Kind
lay,
of, sort of, yeah.
just lay a rag on it.
and everything else in. So right, I think if you come square off from this edge here and come square out, should do it. And then,
did you want to cut it, Nate? You want me to cut it? What do I don't like? I don't like there's a seat in there.
And we got sparks going. Do you have a blanket or something? Paper?
Blanket. I do. I might have something. Paper would. I got
Catch
something.
fire.
Catch fire? That'd be nice now, wouldn't it? I got something here. I got a fire blanket that's brand new here somewhere. I thought I did. That we could throw on that.
Or a piece of cardboard.
Where did that sheet go? I had another one here, I thought. Ah, it's right here. It's dirty. Another one right where? That's dirty. Look how dirty that is. You wouldn't want that on your car, would you? Huh?
What do you got?
What have I got? Nothing.
Even if we had a piece of cardboard and just stick in here, then we're gonna have the sparks will be over here.
All right. One. I got a bunch over here. Don't really want to get that seat dirty, but
There we go. That's the steering wheel and half the seat there. Then we got the back half there.
I got this one. Ouch. You want to hold there, whatever one you want to take. I don't know which. I just don't want to get the seat dirty, that's all. That'll work.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's good
You're
enough.
Good.
That's good
You're
enough.
That'll
Need
do,
a-
Mr. Magoo.
Need a extension cord.
Cord
Yeah,
right here.
just a small one will do.
That one's on the light.
Okay, which one?
This one right here.
Yeah, pull away.
You're good. You're
Which,
good.
how much do you think needs to be cut off? This is the. See where I weld that back on, can't
I
you?
think you should come back to right here, right where the top of that weld is, and it'll give you lots. We still got lots to bolt through. If you come square off, like there, the other side of that, with just the top of that
You want me
weld.
to cut all that back off when I put back on there?
Yeah, right there.
I don't want to.
Cut it right there, and then come square out here. Then we're gonna drill new holes back here.
I wonder why I welded that back. Why I welded that on there. What if I just cut this off and straighten that out?
You can try it. Yep.
Cut that off, and just flapper wheel that straight. Make myself feel better.
No, cut right here, right from here, straight out here, straight here. Then come this way. On this one, come straight out and across. Kind of like what you got going on there.
You think?
Just come, and then cut the corners off the same as you said. Then cut the corners off.
Yeah, so all I was going to do is sand that off instead of cut
Sand
it. I'll cut that and then sand that so it's straight.
All right.
Okay. We agreeing on
Want me to grab the
that?
sander? I'll grab the sander.
Okay. We agreeing on that?
You got this.
You got this. Wasn't planning on doing this, but whatever. Thought I hit steering column.
Can you put another rag down below that and on the steering column? Maybe just put that glove on.
Do you want another rag or something?
I thought I hit it. Down. Is that good enough, David?
That's good.
You're never going to see that down there, sweetheart. Huh? That matters to you, does it? Let's get another rag. She wants it covered up. It's her car. And she's been very patient.
That's right, Cry.
She's been very patient. Haven't you, baby? Huh? You've been the most patient lady I've ever met. Patient, patient, patient. Never bothered me one bit about this car.
But it's time. She's just saying it's time.
She could have nagged me, but my arm. Something wrong with my arm.
What'd you do?
I don't know what I did with it, but it's not feeling good. Stay in there. Has that got it? Yeah. I want to yelp this. Yes.
Chad's waiting for the, oh hell yeah!
Oh, hell yeah. You can put me a new sanding blade on that bad boy.
Oh
I
yeah.
wasn't messing around. Oh, yeah.
No. What are you thinking? You need a little 90 or something? You good?
No, I just wanted to maybe sand the edges off so they don't scratchy poo poo.
Good.
Okay. We sure can. We can put the lights back on. Getting rowdy. Yeah, I think it's dash time again, unless you want to drill holes.
Well, you want to get it up in there and make sure that's set right and then drill the hole?
I do.
Well, then we got to take back out, but we could drill them holes, but you better make sure it's...
Right. It's half a dozen one the
We
other.
can leave that in there.
Rags can come off.
Just pull the rags off.
Yeah. That's a shame. I love that all back on there. I just want to grind that line back off, that's all.
Yeah.
Good idea. You're getting big props using tape, Nate. Joan's watching it.
Tape's cheap. Scratches are expensive.
Did you hear that, everybody? Tape is cheap. Scratches are expensive. That is so true.
It's better than nothing.
One. Oh, you're not going to go over there anyways. You might as well. I was just thinking, get it all. I'm going to get it. Get her all.
So put another piece right up through the middle there then. So we'll have a piece of rubber, a piece of stuff in there after anyways. Good enough.
All right, I'm coming with the dash. Very dashing.
So this is the second time, so we know the third time should be the charm, right? Even if you have to put little spacers in the dash bracket. All right. Okay, your end go in a little bit.
Can't do anything to help you, really.
Just wiggle it this way a little bit.
Generally, just got to be punched.
We ain't punching nothing. We're slipping and sliding. Okay, that dash in the middle there we go. That looks like it fits
Better.
nicer, actually. It's rolled back more there.
See, just a minute now.
Yeah.
See how your corner? See your corner right there? That was above that window. I think
It was.
It is.
Or it is, yeah. Well, it's just yours. And it's better than it was.
Yes.
A lot better
I'll
than it
give you
was.
that. I will give you that.
And now,
It fits.
now,
Before, in all honesty, I thought I had that dash sticking hard up against on this piece here in the center.
yeah.
But there's a gap in there, quite a good gap.
Yeah, there is. Now, the only place it's hitting now is it's hitting right in the center. Like, we got lots nipped back on the side, so it's just the center of that bearing thing hitting now.
Okay, take a look.
Like,
So does it have to have more off? Shave it where you sit? Huh?
just have a look. See where it's hitting there now?
It is.
And that would even roll it down more, but then we got to do more on this other end.
On what end? You think that's affecting that?
But how close is it now to the bottom of the thing? It's fitting way better.
That's close. It's right there. Let's see coming out of that hole right here.
Even behind the motor mount.
It's at the top of the. It's at the top. Yeah.
And if we do decide to do that, we can mark that before we lift the body off so we know we have to trim it back.
Let's cut that out some more.
It's fitting way better up there.
And just round the center back. So we've got quite an angle, or we've got that much before the nuts.
Yeah, there's lots of room there.
Before the nuts. So just take a little bit around that in, or knock it off a little bit, and then let it go in. That doesn't do anything for it though, does it?
That will still let your dash tilt back a little bit more and down onto your brackets that you had made. Tips it up here a little bit, but not much.
All that does is let it go down on further, does it not?
Yeah, right now it's hard against it, right?
Right, but if you push down on that, that'll go underneath that.
We don't want it to go underneath it because then we're pushing it down further. See right here, we're already, see the space here?
Yeah.
We're already bringing it down farther here.
Okay, I didn't check that space out last time.
That space there, right?
Yeah.
And see now, every time we bring this down, this is pushing down here, right?
So we should take it off and just scoop that center out some?
I think you should. The only difference it's going to make is up here for notching that.
I'm liking the dash there in the center. I'm liking that.
Fits better in there.
Just, I don't see, this is the
It's
part.
going to come back down like that. And that window,
Yeah, you can get your window in there, wouldn't you?
window should go in there. Oh, this is a floppy disk. Take the corners off that dash. Shh, Nate, shh.
Can you push yours? Let me push mine in a little bit, or it doesn't do anything.
Now we're all the way. See, it's hitting here. It can't go in no farther. You're already hitting, right?
Yeah.
I think you take a little more off there.
Okay.
Might as well.
Just a minute now.
And even if there's a little more off it, it ain't gonna hurt it if you bring it back to where it is now. Like,
I got to look at that somehow, so I can get a light on that. Is it hitting? Does it turn the steering? Oh, you can't turn the
I
steering.
can turn it like this. You can look at it.
Boy, that is some close.
Right?
But it wouldn't be hard to fix.
No, that's an easy fix down there. Just your paint touch-up situation.
Yeah.
If that's all it is to get this where you want it,
I think I like this part though.
I think it'll be better when you notch it a little bit.
Okay, Nate, we're gonna notch it then. Notch that in a bit.
But whatever you think, don't
Yeah.
you know whatever.
So we're just taking the center back a little bit.
Take that back there another quarter, eighth or a quarter, and then you're probably going to be good.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's just, I mean,
That's what I'm gonna do.
that would be your last go, I'd say, and then we'll have to make that mount.
Give you all the hair business over there, taking it off that steering wheel.
Well, can you pull yours back some?
Yeah.
Keep coming.
Kind of lets off quite fast there.
Yep, I got it.
Do you breathe when you're doing that stuff?
Try not to.
It's against the rules, isn't it?
That's right.
Against the rules.
Yeah, I'd say come right back,
To the weld.
right back to that weld.
In the center.
In the center, yeah. In the center. Just come off the weld, come right straight out, and be done with it. Then you'll have wiggle room
I'm going to get some more paper to put on top of that
on the top of that there.
steering column.
There's another rag right underneath here too.
Here, put this on.
Okay, yeah. We'll put
Down low too, Jolene, once that covered up.
Get low, get low.
I want to piss her off this morning.
No, can't have that. There we go. Look, you're way down there now.
So I'm just going to straighten it off with that weld.
Yep.
Right back where I cut it off. Where I had on there. I wonder why I did that. I'm going to get a different cord. Because that's fine. I get a different cord. It's going to take a second. Or I think it will. Maybe not.
Just use this cord.
Huh?
Just use this one.
All right.
That brings all your mounts closer for the dash too. You won't have to
It
shim
does, Nate. It does.
You wouldn't have to shim it as much.
It does. I'm just wondering why I welded that on there. You can see I cut that off and I had it on there and I welded it back on. I'm just baffled why I did that.
When you had the car on the chassis before with no body mounts, so the car would have been down farther, and you had the column, and the column would have been a little bit different angle too with the way you had it. So now we're changing the angle because the body mounts lifted the car.
Now I get it.
Will help.
Now I know.
some.
Now I know
Right?
why. Because we're up an inch, at least.
You made
are we
an inch,
not?
what, inch or an inch and a quarter something you cut them.
Inch. I think I made an inch. We're up an inch, so that's what's going on everywhere. Is actually down at the steering. If that was down an inch, well, yeah, that would pull that steering
That would have
down.
brought the steering back the other way a little bit, I think.
So that just goes to show you, it just goes and tells you that everything you change, it just goes right down the line. And where I've changed the body, where we put body mounts on it, now it's changed the steering column. It's like, okay, that's why we're doing what we're doing. I didn't catch on, but now that Nathan explains that, picked that up, that's what's going on. The body's an inch higher on it when I built it. And it's good in ways because the radiator fits really good now. Before that nut was right on the edge of that radiator where we bolt that mesh in. It was right on there, I remember that. But things are changing because of the mounts.
Come on through.
Getting better at that, Nate.
Yeah, it's going. Just
quicker.
wiggle yours a little bit. Okay, a second. Yeah, you say that now. There it goes. There's one little spot there where she's a little bit snuggeroony.
Something going on here. A second. What do we got going on here? No, she's going in.
Oh,
Why are you so far up off the dash now?
no.
Or off this piece? Let her down, Nate.
Because we roll the ball here on this.
Ah!
Roll it on the ball. Here's some. Or something here.
Something like that.
There we go.
Get her down where she has to be. Just a second. I'm going to pick this up. Yep. Are we in? Yeah, we're in tight. We can go.
Now, we can go ahead a little bit.
How you feel, Nate, on your...
Second here. Oh, we're all apart down here now.
Oh, we're all parties, sis.
Okay, we gotta come back just a little bit. Let go.
Tape come out?
We gotta move in some stuff here. moving some stuff here. Okay, now.
Dash is fitting better all the time. It's closing that. Yeah, that dash is fitting better all the time. It
Yeah,
could
right
come over
there,
this
that's-
way a little bit. I know you want yours is better, but I want to split it with you. How's that?
Right there, a second here. We come.
I want to split it with you on that dash, Nathan.
Yeah.
You've got yours nice and tight.
Well,
Right there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Bring this back.
now
a
I've
little
got a
bit.
gap.
Yep.
So I really want to split it with you if I can.
Right there's not bad. That glass will slide on by there.
That's nice. I mean, that
Glass will slide
I
on
think
by there.
that glass hit that wood. See, that's the issue right there, to be honest with you. That glass, I think when we had that dashing before, that glass was right along the edge of that wood.
Yeah.
And if it's in too far,
Yeah.
it's not good. I'm thinking that we're pretty close right
Now
there.
I'd say that's, and down here we've got room to put a spacer in there, and
Does that fit better now?
I mean it's got room. We got quite a bit of space up around it, right? So we got space up around there, and then down here we're not hitting, but we're not hitting down here. But if we did do a little trimmy poo down here,
Where?
just a little bit, it's not hitting, but
Take a look,
It's-
Jolene.
it's-
You want to take a look?
it's really close. It's right down by the motor mount where it goes through the frame there. It's real close, but it's not hitting. Right down in there. Yeah. It's not hitting, but it's close. I think we trim that around some.
Is the bracket in the right place? Is that the bracket centered on that? Like yeah, not bad. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
good.
centered pretty good. We're just going to have to build instead of it going right against that, we can do a double strap. A piece that clamps this and then bolt to that.
Brake pedal going to hit the column. No. It's close.
So what we can do is build a clamp that goes right around it, like a piece of rubber right around it here, and then we can bolt it up through that other piece. Instead of going tight against that other piece, do the double. Right
So what are you putting rubber on the top piece?
here, yeah, wrap that around, and then it's hard to explain, but right up through.
Yeah, but you'd want a,
Oh yeah, rubber right in there, yeah.
what's that?
Rubber in there, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Like that.
Then we can line these up and mark these.
That gone come out again?
No,
No.
I'm just checking it here. That's good. That's good right there on that. Like we can mark that and notch them and get them tightened up there. So and then build that bracket. That steering column should be in the same place it was. Other than if you want to get her to set in it, see if it change the angle or not. That'd be the only thing. I don't think it changed it much. It only changed it by half an inch in there. Half an inch to an inch.
And the bracket on that bad boy, we're gonna line the piece that goes over top of the steering column. We're gonna put rubber inside that,
Yeah.
down to the column itself,
Yep.
and then we'll put a piece going up through with two holes in it with a piece of rubber underneath that, so it just bolts it.
Yep.
And basically,
And then we got so then there's them locks and them balls too, isn't there? That'll hold it there. The Elm key lock you were talking about, the ball screws into the column and holds it.
right? Yeah, that holds the steering column from going anywhere.
There
on both
and
pieces.
down here. So
Right.
that holds it from in and out as well.
Right.
So it'll have 3 points mounted.
So what do you think of the brake system with that steering column, with that brake mounted to the steering column and then mount it to the firewall? That's not going anywhere, I wouldn't say.
Nope, that's the same way it is in any other car right
Okay.
there. It's bolted through the same setup, bolted to the
Are we
dash.
coming back there a little bit now on this? Just trying to.
That pedal, it's right at the bottom. We might have to tweak the pedal just a little bit, maybe. We'll see how much throws in the brake master cylinder when we get it on
I
there.
want Jolene to sit back in it.
We'll pull that garbage out of it there and then she can set in.
That dash up there. That'll all be painted black in there. You'd never see anything in there. We want to. Yeah, if you want to sit back in it, sweetheart, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It's hard to tell with the rubber just laying in there like how
It
we
is.
got
It's
it.
not
Yeah.
quite. This corner's up a little bit in the rubber, but yet it's pretty darn close right
Flapper
there.
wheel knocked a little bit off the wood.
Yep, that's right. Not today.
Not today. So I guess basically,
This should be her last check if she gets in it where it is there now, and then we can tighten. We can put the Allen key lock in that bottom one, and that'll keep the column from moving right now, and it'll still move up and down on the ball.
that's on the inside, I think.
The inside, yep, that one's on the inside, so we could stick that up there after she sets in it.
Yeah. So you're not going to move that dash around a bunch if you will not, please.
No, and it shouldn't. It should not hold the bottom here, and
Put your steering wheel on after you get in. And that's another thing too, why we did that steering wheel thing, so you can get in the car and take steering wheel off
case,
and put steering wheel on. Easy. I say it's easy, but
easy breezy. Get lined up.
there you go.
There we go, we're in. James Bond. Kind of looks like that way, don't it? When you do the...
Yeah, you're good. You're good. So you think you're good, or that's good? Like you're alright with that? No, you're not going to hit your foot's going to be down. Your brake going to be hit your brake pedal, no problem.
You get lots
Hitting
of
your
leg
shins.
room, don't you?
Yeah,
Lots of leg room. So when you push the brake, just say you push the brake pedal, just travel it down. Yep, there, okay, yeah, you got lots of, that works good. That'll be all right.
All right. So I guess the main thing now is to get it all back out and get rubbers or
Yeah,
rubber
we'll
put
stick
in
that.
there.
Yeah, we'll stick that one Allen key in there and snug it up so that it doesn't slide on us. Here, just snug that one Allen key
Yeah.
up. Then we don't lose our position of the column for length, and then we can build that bracket where it is. Measure it. We'll leave the dash set on there, then we'll measure up in there and make that. How much space is in there?
Okay.
Yeah, looking good.
What do you like with it? You like the dash and stuff in it, and the steering wheel? Like everything, or all going good? Like
Are you going to be able to reach a key switch when you're sitting back there or anything? Or are we going to put switch down in the start down?
where are you going to want the key switch at?
Push button down there on the console. Boom.
Okay. Good thinking.
I want a toggle switch.
Yeah.
You want a toggle switch?
You don't want a key in there. No.
Yeah, that too. But
Yep.
I just might want to have like some toggle switches.
Get the ones with the little lights in the ends of them. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I got some of them in the green goblin actually. Yeah,
Very nice.
they turn red.
Yeah, red. Or you can get green ones too, or whatever.
Okay.
Blue.
I kind of like the trucker ones, the long chrome ones.
Yeah.
I like those ones.
Nice.
I think that's good. I think that's good. So, what do you want to tighten that up down there? Is
I say we're going to tighten up that Allen key down there, and then we're going to measure for the space
you mean the Allen key in the ball?
in the ball, and then we're going to measure the space on top of the column. We're going to measure the space on top of the column to this.
Yeah.
Up in there, and then we can pull the dash back out and build it. So we can have a couple measurements there, and then we can build that.
Okay. I'm going to pull this off so I can
You
see
should be able to get to that Allen key.
where the Allen key's at.
But we won't tighten it up much because I don't want to scratch. I don't want to indent the column yet to make it stay there for good, but. Another set of Allen keys here. Where did we put them? Find it?
Did I find it?
Yeah.
Well, I can see it somewhat, but
It's right in there, yeah.
is that the right?
One of these little ones here we'll have to figure.
You get a hold of it there so I don't take her.
I'll hold this, yep. Like I said, just push it up
Yeah.
in through a little bit. And You the right one the first time?
I think so.
Holy!
So we have to remember that when we go to.
Oh, we can't pull that out till we loosen that off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's got it, I would say.
A little bit, yep. Okay, now we gotta figure out a measurement where that tape is. Up and behind it. How are we gonna do that?
Steering wheel looks straight, that's good. dash open. I was thinking, okay. Hey, measurement of that now.
Yeah, no, that's what we're gonna figure out now. Figure the measurement up in there.
I'm gonna give you a little piece of paper, Nate. And take this, the steering column, here's the steering column like this. Steering column's like this. Your piece is over top of it like this.
Yeah.
Put your paper on top of the steering column and then rub your finger on the round piece, and then we'll know we can.
Yeah, gotcha.
So on top of the steering column, like that, and then rub your finger around that. That should work.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, yep.
Put that on top of the steering column and give the shape of the.
Yeah, like that, more or less.
So you need that distance right there.
Right here, from there to there.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, no, there we go.
So
that'll work.
Would that be a...
That'll work.
I can cut one of those boat rollers in that shape. All I do is take a grinder. What shape is it going to be? It's going to be like that.
And then have a little bit. It's going to have a little bit of a round in it, so it sets on the column a little bit.
I can cut that out.
Yeah, something like that.
Think that'll work? I'm just going to take and see when I put that on there, so you can see half the hole in there. So I'm going to mark it half the hole here, and then we'll slide that on top.
It's going to compress some. To have a little extra, probably.
Have a little extra, he says. So
maybe build a bracket for the bottom around it.
So that's, you want a inch. You don't,
How would we do for time on that? Yeah, we'll get this here.
what do you think?
Bend around that there for.
Cut that. Or is that too long? Probably.
1 3/4, wasn't it, round? 1 3/4.
Yeah, I can order a muffler clamp that is 1 3/4. That'd probably be the thing to do, would it not? It would fit. That's a Baron. When you probably went through there, you might find a smaller one, I'm not sure, but.
We can go through and make a.
Just trying to think of what we can use to make that bracket. I'm going to take the grinder. Nathan's going to use his brain to figure out what's going on, or what he's going to make a bracket with. We can order a muffler clamp. Muffler clamp might go up in through there, but would you want a piece of? I have a. Well, this is probably 1 3/4. This stuff, you could bend your bracket around this, and you would know if you wanted to make a bracket. This could be the exact same thing. This could be a pattern for it. That's 2 inch if you build a bracket around that.
Pretty close,
and then
yeah.
put a clamp,
Do you have a 1 inch flat strap you can bend around and drill holes in it?
You ask, you shall receive. Is that how you want to do it?
Yep. Okay.
You're going to go for that? I'm going to play with this.
Let me go for that.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. We got the dash going in. Now we have to fabricate a bracket to hold the steering column where it's at. I think Jolene looks really good in the car when you're looking at the front, you're looking at the side. She looks comfortable. As comfortable as you can get. We have to realize the car is built like this because that we were building the car that we seen that Ralph Lauren had, and basically it's small. Like everything is so tight and so compact that even the inside of the cabin is the exact same way. I'm thinking maybe people back in the 30s didn't eat as much as the people in the 2020s, but she looks good sitting in it. The steering column's going well. It's just everything has to be made to come together, and it all basically takes time to take that dash in and out 3 and 4 times. I think we've even missed coffee break, have we not? But anyways, we have to carry on. We're going to try to make the bracket. Nathan's going to go with the bracket. I'm going to go with the rubber to hold the steering column itself. And then we'll come back at you with another one. Thanks a lot for coming back. We really appreciate it. Thanks for buying the Hiltz gear. It's flying off the shelves. We have to thank you very much. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Come back tomorrow and we'll be here. Have a great day.